Good morning. I thought I'd just jump in again today. It's Monday. It's not so nice out there today, but what I really wanted to jump in and talk to you about today was some key movement strategies that people need to practice on a regular basis when they have Parkinson's. We know that with Parkinson's we have a progressive movement disorder and there is degeneration in our movement. The most important thing is that we can keep people moving well. So there are three movement strategies that I want to discuss today that you can practice on a regular basis so that you maintain moving well with these key movement strategies. The importance of these they are important for everyday tasks, and if you can maintain them, it's like putting money in the bank. We're saving things up for later. If you can do them well now, that's great, but we want you to keep doing them well. What that means is that when you practice them with your best effort, power, amplitude, and so that you're doing them correctly, so you don't get into bad habits, so that if there is degeneration within the brain, you're able to continue doing these tasks. So the three tasks we're speaking about today is sit to stand, sidestepping, and turning. Now I'm just going to mention the other one that is really important to practice, but we're not going to do today, is bed mobility. And I have a previous video which you can look through our Facebook feed for on moving in bed. So when we're thinking about these exercises, if we think about sit to stand first, you want a good chair. We're thinking about where we sit. So we're sitting down, we're making sure that when we're standing up, we are coming to the front of the chair. Our feet are slightly behind our knees, and that we're trying to stand up tall. So we're doing a big stand up. If you need to use your hands, that's fine to stand up, but that tells us that either there's some weakness in the leg muscles or that balance isn't okay. You can use your hands, but that may be something to consider. So we're really thinking about a big stand up. With practicing this, I would do this regularly. If you can put it into your day, and every time you stand up, you focus on trying to be big and powerful and standing up well, that would be excellent. Otherwise, you can have some consolidated time where you practice. The next exercise is actually sidestepping. So making sure that you're able to take big steps to the side. This is really important for when we're moving around furniture, when we're at the bench, that we can move along, and that when we're in the bathroom, we can move in small spaces. So again, that's sidestepping and thinking about being big. Because quite often you could take little shuffly steps, which is counterintuitive, and actually smaller steps is less stable and more likely to lead to falls. The last one is turning, and I'm going to use the chair just to help give us a point of reference when we're turning. So when we're turning, often what we'll see is lots of little shuffly steps around. We don't want anyone to get into that habit, because again it leads to slower moving, more risk of falls and freezing. When we're practicing turning, you can set yourself up with a bench, or some people like to do it in a doorway, but have something where you've got a reference. But we want to think about nice high knees coming around and doing 2 steps. So we're going 1, 2, 1, 2. Practicing turning is really important, because that is where a lot of people get into trouble with turning, and they'll want to step across, and you can see your legs get stuck and it can be more a risk of falls. So we're always wanting to step with the outside leg first and keeping big knees. And again, that's something that you want to practice. We turn a lot and probably don't realize it if you don't think about it, but if it's something you notice that you are taking a lot of shuffly steps, or your clients are, that you want to get them to practice nice high knees and big turns. So those are 3 key movement strategies that you can use to practice every day to keep moving well. So sit to stand, side steps, and turning. Hopefully that's helpful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the link in the comments below, and I will answer them personally. Have a good day.